Perfect. Let's start with our webinar now. So we are going to cover all bits and pieces of Tripadvisor Ad Express and how you can create your campaigns and make the most out of your digital advertising spends with us on Tripadvisor. So here we'll be covering all the details of what exactly Tripadvisor is. I think most of you already know about what exactly Tripadvisor does. That's how we are here on this webinar. So I'll just quickly cover the one of the most important details. We attract travelers from all across the globe, while we are attracting more than 52 million travelers from top epic markets. While the number is huge when we see a global trend, which is almost 436 million travelers who are currently planning and buying on TripAdvisor, coming from 190 countries, which makes us the world's largest travel platform with premium travel audiences. So the agenda for today would be, we'll be covering the demo of our new listing booster product, which is our hero product right now. We'll also cover the full walkthrough of the process of how you can create your campaign and choose the best targeting for yourself. While we discussed about having a 436 million audiences on our platform, and for most of the businesses, all of them might not be relevant, right? So that's how we'll be discussing about how you can reach out to your precise audience, choosing the best targeting for the campaigns that you are planning. We'll have a look at some of the special offers on the platform at the moment, as well as we'll also cover some of the top tips and tricks to get the most out of your ad spends on Ad Express. We'll cover the questions and feedback, so you can write your questions in the chat. We'll be providing the written answers to you. And if anything gets missed, we'll be reaching out to you via email as well. So we just move towards the demo of the platform on how you can. So this is the first screen that you land on once you create your account on Ad Express and log in into it. So you'll be able to see the lifetime stats on how your campaigns are performing, what are the ads that you're running, how many impressions that the ads have generated for you versus the clicks, the average CTR, and the spends that you have done till now. So if you want to create a new campaign, you just have to click on new ad campaign, and you'll land on a page which will ask a lot of details from your end on what sort of campaigns that you want to start. So we'll just give a name of this campaign as test webinar. So you can put the campaign name that you want to run. Then you get the option to choose the campaign type. So we have two different types of campaigns right now. One is advertising campaign, second is listing booster campaign. So the major difference between advertising campaign and listing booster is advertising campaign offers you the freedom to choose the kind of creatives that you want to run. If you have a specific communication or special offers that you want to promote, then advertising campaign is the right fit for you. We offer image as well as video options under this particular campaign type. So this is generally used by businesses who wants to have a specific communication and have like promote special offers under advertising campaign. So listing booster is one of the hero products for us, and it is widely used by businesses who are already listed with us on TripAdvisor, right? So this has been used by businesses who wants to like have an impact on the SEO as well as the organic ranking that they are seeing on the platform on TripAdvisor Ad Express. So once you go ahead with a listing booster campaign, so it is generally used widely by the businesses who wants to have a year-long presence on the platform, since it drives regular traffic to your listing, which impacts your organic ranking as well. So we'll just cover the listing booster campaign first, and we'll come back on advertising campaign as well. So once you choose listing booster, you get the option to decide the click destination. First is you can drive traffic to your TripAdvisor listing and you can also drive traffic to your external website. While you drive traffic to your TripAdvisor listing, it comes at a 50% discount on the base CPMs, which is huge and which gives you the option and the flexibility to reach out to double the audiences with the same amount of budget. So 50% discount is something that you can leverage by more impressions, have a larger impact of the campaign. And you can also choose to drive traffic to your external website, which comes at a 10% discount. And that's how you'll be able to drive traffic to your direct website as well as any external website that you choose to drive traffic towards. So we just move towards driving traffic to a TripAdvisor listing. Since this is something which is suggested by us, it has been performing really well for the businesses who wants to have a larger impact and a long-term presence on the platform, continuously improving the SEO of the listing as well as the organic ranking. So once you choose this, you get the option to choose the targeting layers. So once you click on targeting options, you get 4 different types of targeting. This is just a base that you'll have to decide of your targeting, and further you get to choose 3 different layers of targeting, which will include visitor location, a destination location, as well as audience targeting. So this will act as a base and the foundation of your targeting on what sort of campaign that you want to do basis the destination that you want to target. So 4 different types of targeting. First is all destination. This will help you reach out to the people who are in specific IPs, right? For example, you want to target people who are in the United States right now, no matter what destination they are looking at, right? So this is more broader level of targeting that you'll be able to do. So this is generally leveraged by categories like airlines, e-commerce, or retail brands. So this is something that you can leverage once you want to target people based on the specific IPs. Further, you can also target people on the basis of the country destinations. For example, you want to target people who are in the US and they are looking at visiting Singapore, right? So that's how you be very specific in choosing the country destinations, people traveling from one country to another country. So this type of targeting is generally utilized by hotels, attractions, or tour operators who have like a specific physical location at a specific destination. So further, you can narrow down your targeting at a state level as well as at the city level. So the narrower you go, the higher will be the CPM. We'll just select country destinations for now and move ahead. Once you have selected this, you get the option to choose the listing. So since we have selected listing booster campaign, so you'll just have to create a listing that you want to promote. So we'll just create a new listing here. You can also like have a listing and just choose this listing that you want to go ahead with. We'll just create a new listing here. We'll take an example of one of the hotels in New Delhi, which is the Leela Palace. So we'll just name our listing as test listing for now. And we just go on the listings page on TripAdvisor, copy the listing link from here and paste it here. So once we paste it, the ads are automatically created by the platform. So it picks up the display image of our business listing on TripAdvisor and puts the ad copy as the about information that we have on our listing. So you don't have to hire any agencies or be dependent upon anyone to create your creatives. The platform will be automatically able to create your creatives once you choose to go ahead with the listing booster ad. So once this is done, you just click on confirm and select the listing that you want to go ahead with. We'll just select the Leela Ambience and confirm. So now the listing is created. Then comes the targeting layers. Since we have discussed about 3 different layers of targeting that you get the option for. The first is visitor location, which means where people are right now. Second is country destinations, what they are looking at. Third is audience targeting, who they are. So we'll just quickly understand where people are right now. I'll just take an example. For example, we want to target people who are in United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India. So you must have noticed that there are different color combinations for the countries that we have selected. For US and UK, it's purple. For Canada, it's yellow. For India, it's green. So this is the different tier pricing that we follow on Tripadvisor Ad Express. So if you click here, you'll be able to have a fair view of how dynamic pricing works. For any tier one location that we have selected, the additional CPM is $7.50 for that. For tier 2, it's 5.5, tier 3, 3.5, and tier 4, $0. So since we have selected United States and United Kingdom, we are already selecting a tier 1 country. So our additional CPM would be $7.50. So we can have like multiple tier 1 countries once you have selected uh, one tier 1 country. So we can have like n number of tier 1 countries added into the same targeting, and our CPM will still remain the same. Our additional CPM will still remain the same at $7.50. So that's the one time cost that you'll have to bear. Once you've selected a tier 1 country into your targeting, then it is generally suggested then you can add multiple tier 1 countries to it, and as well as you can add tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, since you'll be charged the highest CPM already. So once you have selected the visitor location where people are right now, we'll move ahead with what they are looking at. So for example, they are looking at Singapore and Thailand. Third is audience targeting, who they are. So we know, according to the past travel history and the past browsing history, that what sort of users have been using, as in falling into what all categories. So we have created a pool of audience to know what sort of interest and personas that they fall into, and that's how we have done the categorizations for you to have a better targeting. So for example, if you are an attraction, then you can probably add adventure attraction travelers, people who are attraction shoppers, fishing attraction, nightlife, and there are multiple options that you get to choose from. And you can also have a targeting on the budget related, whether they are luxury travelers, mid-level travelers, or budget travelers. Since we are right now talking about a hotel which is based in New Delhi, so we'll just have better and the precise targeting for hotel related people who are looking at green hotel shoppers, hotel owners, or hotel shoppers, trendy hotel shoppers, and all of those targeting we can add. So once we add audience targeting to our campaign, the additional CPM for that would be 2 USD. So on the right hand side, you'll be able to see the breakup of the CPM. The base CPM is 5 USD, which is a country destination targeting. Since we have selected to target a tier 1 country, so we have an additional CPM of $7.50. And we have also chosen to go ahead with an audience targeting, which is 2 USD. So you'll be able to have a fair view of how your CPMs look like. While it is suggested from our end is that you should not be using any audience targetings in your initial campaigns, because Ad Express is itself a platform which gives you a lot of stats on how your campaigns have performed, what all users have engaged with your ads, what was their visitor location, what was the destination that they were looking at. So all of those stats will be able to help you out in planning your future campaigns, and then you can inculcate your audience targeting. So for your initial campaigns, it is generally suggested to remove the audience targeting, since it gives you a fair view of what sort of audience that are actually engaging with your ads, and it also saves you $2 on the CPMs. Eventually you'll be able to buy more impressions if you are saving on the CPMs and the better reach for your campaigns. So once we have chosen the audience targeting, we'll move towards choosing the destination retargeting. So this feature will be able to help you out to reach out to the people who have been recently viewing certain destinations. For example, we want to target people who are looking at Singapore and Thailand. We'll just put Singapore and Thailand here. So we'll be able to cover all those audiences who have been viewing Singapore and Thailand in last 30 days. So that's the most recent audiences that you'll be able to tap into. Moving towards frequency cap. So it is generally suggested to keep the frequency at 5 per day. So if you have a different goal for your campaign, if you want to, like if there are different objectives that you want to reach out to when it comes to your campaign, then you can have a frequency of 4 or 10 or keep it none. It totally depends upon the kind of objectives that we want to achieve out of the campaign. Moving towards budget and schedule. So before I cover budget and schedule, I quickly tap into what eco impact is. So this is just a sustainability initiative taken care by Tripadvisor. So we correspondingly plant trees, protect habitat, and remove plastic once you do campaigns with us. So it is a free of cost activity for you and more on the side of corporate social responsibility taken up by Tripadvisor. So you can choose a cost that you want to contribute into, and we'll be doing it on your behalf. Coming back to budget and schedule. So under this column, you'll be able to put the budget that you want to spend for this campaign. For example, I just put $5,000 here. So the platform will be able to tell us how many impressions you'll be able to buy. So it says 400K impressions you can buy with a budget of $5,000, planting 150 trees, and the CPM of $12.50. So base CPM 5 USD, tier 1 7.5, audience targeting 0. So that's how you'll be able to have a fair view of how your campaigns will look like. Moving towards start and end date. So you can select the duration of the campaign that you want to start. For example, you want to start from 2nd of May till 31st of May, or maybe 15th of June. So you can select the duration that you want to run the campaign for. Your creatives are automatically created since you have chosen to go ahead with the listing booster campaign. So this is how your ads will look like on the platform. So once this is done, we'll just quickly tap into what we have covered till now. We have chosen to go ahead with the listing booster campaign, driving traffic to our Tripadvisor listing. We have chosen country destination as our base targeting. And the targeting layers are people who are in United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India, and looking at Singapore, Thailand in last 30 days. So we have put a budget of the campaign as $5,000, buying 400K impressions, running campaign period between 2nd May to 15th of June. So we'll just click on check availability. So the platform will be able to tell us the real-time data on how many impressions are available for your selected targeting. So you'll be able to have a fair view of that. So great news, the 400K impressions you selected are available. You can increase the reach of your ad campaign. There are almost 1.7 million impressions available for your selected targeting. So it is generally suggested to buy at least 70 to 80% of the total available impressions to have a higher share of voice for your campaigns and better visibility. So campaigns with better visibility tends to perform better in terms of CTR, as well as the overall impact of the campaign improves. So once this is done, you just add this campaign into the cart. You'll land on a page which will ask for the payment details. Once you make the payment, your campaigns gets booked and the inventories gets reserved for you. So once the inventories are reserved for you, it takes 2 business days for your campaigns to go live, or the start date that you have put, whichever is earlier. So this is about listing booster. We'll quickly come back towards how you can set up the standard advertising campaign. As I mentioned in the start, that advertising campaign gives you the freedom to choose what sort of creatives that you want to run, what is the communication that you want to do, if you have any special offers, promotions that you want to run. That's how you'll be able to go ahead with an advertising campaign, and you get the option to choose what sort of media that you want to run, whether it's a display ad or a video ad. So we'll just have an example of a display ad and how you can set it up. You just click on select targeting options. You get the same options like we have discussed for listing booster. So we'll just click on country destinations for now. On the right hand side, you'll be able to see different sizes of creators that you'll be able to upload and run, right? So you can have a creative preview when you click on different sizes, and you'll be able to have a preview of how your creators will look like on the platform. So there are multiple creatives that you can upload. You can also build your creative, which is an Explorer basic 250 by 250 native size. So this is something that you can see and explore how your campaigns will look like. So we'll also cover the detailed implementation of creatives and trackers at the end of this section, where you will be able to have a fair view of how you can actually implement the trackers as well as the creatives, and the precise preview of your creatives as well. So we'll just confirm this. Move towards using the targeting layer. It would be similar as we have done for listing booster. So we'll just select United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India. What people are looking at: Singapore and Thailand. We'll keep the audience targeting as it is, and destination retargeting at Singapore and Thailand. People who are looking at Singapore, Thailand in last 30 days. Budget I'll keep it same. I'll keep the start date and end date as same. So here comes the creative section, where you will be able to upload your own creatives. You can also build a creative. You can use it from your library. So once you click on upload your creatives, you just have to enter the name of the creative that you want to run, and there are different sizes that you'll be able to see and you'll be able to upload here. So once you click on 300 by 250, you get the option to implement the third-party tags. Drop files here, the creative that you have, put the destination URL. You can also have impression trackers as well as code snippets, which is your pixel. So once you put all of these details, you'll be able to have a preview of your creative here. And you can also have a look at creative best practices on how should be your messaging, what sort of branding is allowed on the platform, and what sort of imagery that you should use. So these are the creative guidelines on Tripadvisor Art Express. So once this is done, you just do the same process, like check availability, how many people are actually planning the trips, and how many impressions are available on the platform for the selected targeting, and go add this campaign into the cart, make the payment, book your campaigns. So this is all about the demo of the platform, how you can set up advertising campaign as well as listing booster campaigns. We'll quickly cover some of the offers that are going on right now and the offers that are live on the platform. So the offer section has been recently launched, and it is one of the most used offers and the side of the platform for us right now. So we have two different types of packages going on. One is targeted packages, which gives you the option to choose predefined targeting and build your campaigns in few simple clicks. And we also have like CPM discount campaigns on the basis of geography. Like we have like target visitors from India, which is at a 50% CPM discount. We'll cover this in detail for now. So I'll just quickly cover targeted packages. For example, if you are an attraction and you want to target people who are actively searching things to do, so this is something that can be utilized by you, right? If you are a restaurant, then if you want to reach out to the active restaurant diners, so this is something which is an offer which is predefined, created for people who want to reach out to active restaurant diners. If you are an hotel and you want to reach out to active hotel shoppers, then this is the offer that has been predefined and pre-created for you, and you'll be able to reach out to active hotel shoppers by a few simple clicks only. So we'll just quickly cover how you can leverage this offer. So for example, if you are a hotel, you just have to choose a listing that you want to promote. We'll just choose the same listing as Leela Ambience. This is the targeting layer, so it is pre-filled as United States. You can keep United States and add multiple countries to it. And if you want to remove it and want to target people, let's say in United Kingdom, you can do so. So we'll just put United Kingdom here, and you'll have to put the country here and the city where your hotel is located. So I'm just selecting Thailand as a country and Bangkok as an city location for the hotel. So if you're an hotel in Bangkok, you'll be able to target people who are in UK planning the trips to Bangkok. Your audience targeting is predefined, which is pre-filled. Green hotel shoppers, trendy hotel shoppers. That's how you'll be able to reach out to the people who are who are active hotel shoppers. And you can leverage destination retargeting here, and rest of the details will be the same as we discussed about standard advertising and listing booster. You just have to click on check availability, save and move to cart, make the payment, book your campaigns. So coming back to the discounted offers, so we have multiple discounted offers going on right now. So if you want to target visitors from India, it's at a 50% CPM discount. From Brazil, 50%. From Japan, 50%. From Italy, it's 50% again, right? So if you click on book now, you'll be able to have a fair view of how your discounts will look like, how you can edit the campaign details. So you can choose the targeting layers. For example, you want to target people who are in India. Since we have selected to uh, go ahead with uh, a package of targeting people from India. So country destination would be India. You can put the audience targeting here. You can put the destination retargeting here. The rest of the details will be the same as we have already discussed. Upload your creatives, click on check availability, save and move to cart, book your campaigns. So here you will be able to have a detailed view of how your CPMs will look like and what is the discount that is being offered to you. So this is all about the offers section. We'll move towards some top tips and tricks that we suggest on how you can make the most out of your ad spends on Tripadvisor Ad Express. So tip one is leverage destination retargeting at no extra cost. So you can choose to leverage destination retargeting and reach out to all those people who have been planning their trips and looking at a certain destination in last 30 days. So that's the most recent audiences that you'll be able to tap into, which also broadens your reach. Tip two would be, if you have a TripAdvisor listing, use Listing Booster, which comes at a 50% discount. It literally doubles your reach with the same amount of budget that you are spending. And it also helps you in your SEO as well as your organic ranking. Tip three would be target countries with the same visitor location tier. For example, you want to target people who are in the US right now, which is a tier one country. So if you've already selected US in your visitor location targeting, it is generally suggested to add multiple tier one countries to it, since you are already paying a higher additional CPM of $7.50, and it would remain same if you add one tier one country or 10 tier one countries. And if you have already selected a tier 1 country into your targeting, then it is generally suggested to add tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 as well, since you are already paying the highest additional CPM of $7.50. So that's how you'll be able to save your money and also have a greater efficiency of your campaigns. Tip 4 would be always book 70 to 80% of the total available impressions for your campaigns, which maximize your visibility and increases your share of voice among the travelers who are actually planning the trips right now, and also give you an edge of out of your uh, give an edge with your competitors as well. Tip 5 would be reserve inventory in advance. So for example, you have a campaign in mind which has to go live in the month of May. So it is generally suggested to book your campaigns by 15th of April, which is 15 days in advance, since inventories keeps on fluctuating and there is a lot of demand that we see uh, of travelers as well as advertisers who are uh, booking their campaigns. So that's how it is generally suggested you reserve your inventory in advance, so as to get the desired number of impressions that and reach out to the maximum travelers who are planning the trips right now. Tip 6 would be do not use audience targeting if you are unsure. So platform will be able to give you a lot of stats and data on how what sort of audiences have actually engaged with your ads, and what all clicks that you have got from what all locations, what was their destination location, and all those data sets which you can utilize further into your next campaigns and have a greater efficiency and better campaign planning in implementation. So that's how it is generally suggested to do not use audience targeting, and it also saves you a $2 in CPM, which is again a better move to have. Bonus tip would be leverage your account manager. We are here to help you out. So you can reach out to me anytime if you want to set up a campaign on AdExpress. If there are any queries on what sort of targeting would work better for you, we'll be able to help you out with a lot of optimizations, uh, a lot of creative suggestions, and we'll also be able to help you with any of your operational queries which could be related to billing or anything else. So you can leverage us and make the best out of your ad spends on AdExpress. So here's a great news for you, which is a promo code. So you'll be able to use this promo code and get a 10% off on 10% CPM discount on your next campaign. You can use this code like web10, and at the checkout you'll be able to put this code and you'll have a additional 10% inventory added to your campaign. So since you have been with us on the webinar, so this is just a promotional code for you. So any questions and feedback, we'll be answering all the questions, and we'll be able to reach out to you via email as well. So thank you so much for joining this webinar. So this is my team, and these are my colleagues. So Angelica is taking care of the Americas region, and James is taking care of EMEA, and myself is taking care of Asia Pacific. So you can reach out to the relevant spokes and have your next campaign on AdExpress. So I think this is done from my end, and thank you so much for taking out time to join this webinar. I hope we were able to cover all bits and pieces of how you can make the most out of your campaigns